Here's a little bit about what I've learned about dreams that are so big that they scare you. I've noticed that in life, occasionally I will hope for things or dream for things that are tremendous enough to get me wound around the axle about how am I going to accomplish that thing. And I've also noticed that there are phases of life where I just haven't had it in me to hope for the things that I have hoped for. And that's hard, right? Because I want to be able to believe for the things that I would like to see happen in the world that feel important to me. And one of the realizations that I came to is that our dreams are meant to be tremendous. They're meant to be so big that they scare us, or so significant that if we tried to do them on our own, we would get completely just wound around the axle with spending all of our time and effort on them. And if you don't have dreams like that, there's a very good chance that you're in the state that I mentioned earlier, where maybe you don't have enough hope to keep dreaming that way. Well, maybe some of this will help you to experience that hope again and live in that state again, because the dreams that we carry are actually not completely our own, or said another way, we don't originate those dreams. The dreams that we carry are a result of the things that we experience, the people that we've connected with, the things that we know would make a difference in the world, or things that we've seen that have made a difference in the world. But ultimately, all of those things come from God. Jesus is the biggest dreamer. His dreams are tremendous because he is the biggest dreamer. And what we're actually vessels. We're meant to steward his hopes and his dreams for the world. And we actually carry a part of his heart. Part of what God wants to see done in the world, he's planted deep inside of you. And you can imagine a God-sized dream is going to be a fairly tremendous thing. There's two ways that you can look at these sorts of dreams, and something that you can extrapolate about how to manage them well. One is you can look at them from a very human, natural world, or some people would say an earthly perspective, a physical perspective, and you can quantify what it will take to achieve some of these things logically, and then the result will either be striving, workaholism, frustration, stress, pressure, hurry on that side. If you're dead set on accomplishing it and you're not going to let it go, that's what I am tempted to fall into often. Or you're going to lose hope. Oh, that's too big. Oh, that's too tremendous. I don't know if I can accomplish that. And the result is a receding into a version of you that's much smaller, weaker, less significant, dampened, right? Less than what you were made for. And that's a sad state as well. So that's what happens from a fleshly, human, earthly perspective. But if instead you choose to see these sorts of things from a spiritual perspective, meaning that what you're stewarding is not yours, that what you're stewarding is meant to be accomplished, but it's not meant to be accomplished alone. You're made to accomplish these God-sized dreams with God. You're not made to do it alone. You're made to do it in partnership with God. And if you're stewarding his dreams, you're going to need him to see those things through. I've also noticed that God invites us into things that require a tremendous amount of reliance on community, the people around us, the connections that we have or the connections that we will have, because Jesus's desire is to bring people all together in this tremendous, it's like a hug, like a huge hug that brings people all closer to him and all closer together at the same time. You know, there's a verse in the New Testament that says, they will know you by your love for each other. That people will know, basically, essentially, people that you encounter will know that you're close to me, that you're pursuing my heart, that you're living like I'm living, that you're my disciples, my followers, because of how you love my other followers. And so in that, the invitation is, if your dreams feel scary, so big they scare you, so tremendous that you could never accomplish them on your own, then I would present the thought to you that you are dreaming well, that you are hoping well, that you are a steward of God's dreams, that what you're doing is you're carrying something that can't be lived out by you alone. And that's exactly what you were made for. You're designed to live that way. And you're designed to produce these things in intimacy, in intimate communion, intimate communication, tremendous closeness with God and others. So if you're feeling frustrated or stressed or pressured or hurried like I was earlier, let that go. You're not meant to accomplish these things alone. And if you've lost your ability to hope and lost your ability to dream, start asking God, what are your dreams? And start carrying His. And you will find that you'll be inspired to hope for things that are in His heart. And you'll find that there's something in you that lights up, something in you that's inspired, something in you that feels passion. Hope for God's dreams. Jesus has the most tremendous dreams, and He has a place for you in the fulfillment of those dreams.